case against the alleged insurance killer Agnes Setshwantsho has been postponed until the 22nd of May. The 49-year-old is accused of orchestrating the death of her niece in 2023 to pocket 3 million rand in insurance payouts. Now, in January, Setshwantsho was denied bail after failing to produce exceptional circumstances on why she should be released on bail. And keeping an eye on this for us is Newzroom Afrika's Refiloe Seboko, who joins us now. Refiloe, good morning. Interesting developments here. One can only imagine how heartbreaking it is for the family, because not only are there allegations around the circumstances in which the niece had died or was killed, but also the exhumation of the remains of the woman in question, her husband, as well as her son.
Definitely, Iman, the exhumation of the late husband to Agnes Setshwantsho, which was done yesterday, Justice Setshwantsho, and the family is struggling at this moment in time, quite a difficult time for them, that process that they had to go through, but that they are hoping that as the remains have now been tested for autopsy and forensic testing, and they are also waiting for the results, they will somehow find closure, because all that they want is to find what really was the cause of death for the people. That includes their children, the children of Agnes Setshwantsho and Justice Setshwantsho. But let's first speak, before I welcome the NPA on what happened in court today, speak to Itireleng, who will speak to us, is the brother. Thank you so much, Itireleng. Re go amogetse mo Newzroom Afrika. Tla re bua ka gore family ka nako e ikutlwa yang, ra itse gore maabane go ne go le tsamaiso eo ya go epolwa ga Justice Setshwantsho.
Ke a leboga mme go ne go le botlhoko maabane go le ha ile gore re batla gore nnete go e leng teng re utlwile botlhoko thata maabane go bona se seng se irega re na le di-questions tse dintsi tse re dipotsa tsone gore goreng ngwana kwa ga bo rona e tla re tshwantseng a robale boroko go tla go diragala se se iragalang ga ya re tsaya sentle thute mme go ne re go santse re ka se dirang gore re batla gore nnete ko at the end of the day go nne le nnete re tlhwetse ko mabitleng ga ile exhumation ba testa ba musa re tlhwetse kwa ka letsapa dipudi le botlhoko. The worst part ha ke feel nna ke feel ile gore pain botlhoko mo gona about my mother and as a mother to my brother. So ke ile gore ga gona se ka se dirang ga ile gore tsogola mololong molao tshwantse o bereke mara re letsa gape gore ha ile gore go na le batho bangwe gape ba ile gore ba tlhokaetse maybe go na le dipela tsa gore ba le close to Segomotsi dikepolo di tswele pele batho ba ya go epolola bao go ba tlile nnete go leng teng se re se batla rona ke nnete hela a bona ga gona space se thusa motlhoko ka go dula se gore nnete e kae mara ha o dula itse gore nnete e kae iswe ba yo tla robalang ka kagiso. The question ke gore a ke ka buti tla robala ka kagiso re ya but wa re robetse sa robetse ra go motso sa gape so ke se sa go tsana go or maybe I can say se ka se totally something terrible se se diragala mo family. The question is why us out of all these people? So ke gona go rukule botlhokomele ha gone khotho mme ile ha ibusitse morago re ile tse be re kopa gore so motsi a ne go turukong ba gaetsho ne ke kopa ha le ka re modimo ka re thuso ka re ha matla gore ene a nne kwa tshwentseng a nne teng ke a leboga.
And family gone yanong, how is it coping le gore diteko tsa forensic go tla go tse di diriwang le di solofetse leng, and how is the family coping at this moment in time?
I don't want to lie, we are not coping as such. We are just pretending we are fine, but we are not fine. So recently re metse dipholo re tla utlwa ka bone ba le tsa dipholo gore ba tla re update bona gore no dipholo tsa maile yang, so still recently re metse, but hopefully gore ha re positive ke charge again towards ene, but re so ha gore di tla tsa masentse re metse gore re fe report about the dipholo tsa di test.
Let me welcome the spokesperson of the NPA in the Northwest Province, Henry Mamothame. Thank you so much, Henry, and welcome to Newzroom Afrika. You were talking about your intention to have this case being transferred to the High Court. Talk to us about that.
Yes, well, that was the subject for our postponement, or the request for a postponement today. Owing to the seriousness of this case, we deemed it fit that we make a request to the Director of Public Prosecutions in the Northwest for this case to be transferred to a higher court where it's likely to stand for trial.
And, there's been exhumations. We saw that of the husband to Agnes Setshwantsho. We are looking at also issues of additional charges, which we had been talking about earlier last month. There was a formal charge that speaks to the death of Kutlo in Northern Cape. You were also saying that you will be looking into that matter.
Well, the issue of the exhumation of the bodies is a subject to be responded to by the SAPS, but should those applications be granted, or if it has been done, we can't confirm that as yet as the NPA. Should that be done, then possibly there's a possibility of additional charges to be added against her pending the outcome of investigations into whatever would be established or to be the cause of death on those bodies. That is, if a permission is granted for them to be exhumed.
Thank you so much for your time. Henry Mamothame is a spokesperson of the NPA in the Northwest Province. There is a possibility of additional charges being added. The family is saying that at this moment in time, Iman, it's quite a difficult time, but what they are also hoping for is that there will be permission granted to exhume more bodies. We understand that 3 of Setshwantsho's, rather 2 now of Setshwantsho's children, also application had been done for them to be exhumed so that tests can be done, so that they can find the core or the truth of really what was the real cause of death to those relatives that have passed on.
The details and the allegations are really, really gory, and as you heard there, the family saying their hearts are broken, they're not coping, they're just pretending to cope. Refiloe, Seboko, just keeping an eye on developments in the court in Mahikeng there.